Hi, friends. I'm just talking from the channel स्वातंत्र्यवीर सावरकर मित्र मंडळ हिंगोली. Other day, I already spoke over the speech week arranged for 130th birth anniversary of Swatantraveer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. Today, I want to focus on what Swatantraveer Savarkar has done for Indian freedom struggle. And I'm taking the survey of this in a nutshell. As in the last decade of the 19th century, when Vinayak was a child, he was inspired with the martyrdom of Chafekar brothers. And immediately, then and there, he decided to devote his whole life for the sake of India's freedom. That was the time when 30 years back, the British Parliament took the control of all over India. And the British rule was run under the crownship of the Queen, the then Queen Victoria. Savarkar was born at Bhagur, we all know, in Nashik district of Maharashtra. And then he traveled to Pune for his education. And there, the whole atmosphere was totally studded with the freedom movement. Lokmanya Tilak was there, and he was a staunch and mass leader who always guided the society to devote the life for the sake of motherland. Swatantraveer Savarkar had taken his education at Ferguson College, and after having the degree, he voyaged to England for further education. He became barrister, but whatever his stay was in London, under the guidance of Shyamji Krishna Verma, as Lokmanya Tilak already gave the letter to Swatantraveer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, and Shyamji Krishna Verma, the then leader and the inspiration behind the Abhinav Bharat organization, under which the young minds, the young people who were flooded with the revolutionary thoughts, they would come there. The discussions would be there in various meetings, how far and how the Indian movement struggle should be fought. Swatantraveer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar has really boosted the Abhinav Bharat organization, and the young people who were learning at that time in London, they all would come in the various meetings. Accordingly, in my this speeches series, the references to the revolutionaries would be there who were under the influence of Swatantraveer Savarkar. And the British government had the close eye on the various movements of these revolutionaries. The sleuths, at the same time, the British police would give the information about these youths to the police in London. And Swatantraveer Savarkar would send the weapons to India in the covers of the books. That's why nobody would doubt against. And when the British government had the smell of this one, then Swatantraveer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar had got the hint, and he went to France. And when he came again, that he was arrested, and when he was taken to India, that time he jumped from the Marseillais ship into the sea near the shore of France. But unfortunately, whatever his strategy was, I say, this strategy would also be focused on in the latter phase of speeches. But he was arrested, he was taken to India, and then he was just punished and convicted. The Kalapani on Andaman Islands. There for 10 years he lived, and as per his request to the British government, after going under the tremendous tribulations, hard work, and at the same time tasks, then on some conditions, the British government has freed him around 1920-1921. And he lived after that in the district of Ratnagiri. He started there the various movements. They were on the basis of equality in the society. And as we know, Dalits were oppressed in those days. That was nothing but the stigma on the humanity, everybody would say. And that definitely it was the stigma. And Swatantraveer Savarkar just worked against it. He established the Patit Pavan organization, and under which he took various programs. When the British Empire ended, unfortunately, Swatantraveer Savarkar's Hindu Mahasabha could not take the control over the Indian minds, and Congress was the only party. And really, it was all over India, the sober face of Indian society. Whatever the fervent and resplendent Savarkar's thoughts were, these thoughts even did not give him the recognition of what caliber he was in free India. Swatantraveer Savarkar was the great literateur, he was the great revolutionary, he was the man of law. At the same time, he was also the social reformer. Unnecessarily, in today's atmosphere, that is not the problem of only the criticism on Savarkar, but it is the problem of Indian society nowadays. That somewhere all these great stalwarts who devoted the life for the society and at the same time for motherland, these stalwarts are distributed in castes and religions. All these people, including Swatantraveer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, they never thought about their caste, they never thought about their religion, they never thought about the society, they thought about the greatness of Indian culture. So definitely, whatever the blames are there on Swatantraveer Savarkar, these particular blames would definitely be examined here and answered here in a very meticulous way, in a very sincere manner, without having any grudge, without having any oppressive thought, or without any abusive language, which is nothing but the need of today's hour. So, Swatantraveer Savarkar, Mitramandal Hingoli, has vowed to work for the genuine canvassing of Swatantraveer Savarkar's thoughts. Thank you very much.
त्वामहं यशोयुतां वन्दे यशोयुतां वन्दे महन्मधुरते ते स्वतन्त्रते भगवती स्वतन्त्रते भगवती सर्वतः सहचारी होते वन्दे त्वामहं यशोयुतां वन्दे यशोयुतां वन्दे स्वतन्त्रते श्री स्वतन्त्रते श्री स्वतन्त्रते तुझ्यासाठी मरणते जनन तुझ सकल चराचर शरण चराचर शरण श्री स्वतन्त्रते श्री स्वतन्त्रते श्री स्वतन्त्रते जयोस्तु ते श्री महान्मङ्गले शिवास्पदे शुभदे स्वतन्त्रते भगवती